Hi all, it's Rach from Spiritual and Angelic Guidance. I'm here to do a reading for Taurus. Now this will be for the 18th to the 24th of October 2021. If you've seen my readings before, welcome back. Thanks for the support. If you haven't, welcome to my channel. I hope it resonates. If it does, please don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Don't forget it's going to be a general reading, so it's not going to suit every single person out there. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Also, time can be fluid, energy can be vice versa, so keep that in mind. Right, Taurus, what's going on with Taurus? Too many. Okay, I'm hearing you're working on your abundance and you've completed or will complete something. Okay, I want to stop there. Okay, so there's a situation that you are in. Now, you're with somebody that, for some of you, has been deceptive, right? They've come in like Prince Charming, but they're not. They've been a bit of a fraud. They've been a bit of a liar. They have secrets. There's deception. I mean, even with the Seven of Swords, you've got the Moon card. There's the Prince Charming in reverse. Like everything, they're being deceptive somehow. And it could mean that, you know, possibly they had other choices as well. Now, they could be somebody who is either, when one's in reverse and one's upright, because they're a divine counterpart, right? They're both wands. So you've got the King of Wands and you've got the Queen of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is upright. So the King of Wands upright is generally somebody who is a natural born leader, could have their own business, is fiery, passionate, you know, maybe great in the bedroom. They're charming, they're confident, you know, they are decisive, that kind of person. They also may be motivational, inspiring. They're a bit of a leader. Maybe, now it can mean that, right, for a start. Can also mean about maybe you are thinking about doing something in the public eye, or you already are. Step into the spotlight if that's the case. Communicate your vision, but you know, people are going to criticize you, so no matter what you do, people are going to criticize you. Now, because one's in reverse, being the Queen, whoever is the Queen energy in the situation needs to do some work on themselves. Either that or you're a karmic pair. Even though you're both wands, you're still a karmic. Now, you're in a karmic relationship, or yeah, you need to work on yourself. Now, that's why you two either don't match right now, you're butting heads, or whatever the situation is, because you are both, one needs to do some work on themselves at the moment. Now, the Queen of Wands in reverse is somebody who needs to do some work on themselves. They need to get some self-worth. They need to focus on, you know, self-respect, some confidence, reestablish like who they are, I guess, as a person without anyone else. It can also be they're very codependent for some people. So yeah, I feel like you need to do that work on yourself. You don't have a lot of belief in yourself either. You don't think you're going to get, you know, whatever you dream about, you don't feel like you're ever going to get it coming true. Now, as I said, if it's not those things, it could just mean that you are in a relationship where maybe you need to do some work on yourself if you're more suited to that side instead of the King. Now, you do need to take back power in your own life for a start, but also feel like you have so many fears from whatever's gone on in the past that you can't sort of, or you're scared, I guess, to have some sort of new beginning. You know, as you would. Now, You've also got the Page of Pentacles. Now, I feel like this is about you now manifesting what it is you want. I mean, you might want to go do some study or focus on your career now instead of, you know, worrying about, I don't know, love or whatever. But I also feel like you need to possibly either work on manifesting what it is exactly that you want, and focusing on that. Now, on the table, you have the World card, the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, you've got the King of Wands, and you've got the Hermit in reverse. Now, the Wands is all about creativity, passion, determination. So, you know, you've got a bit of Wands on the table. So maybe that's something that is in your life right now, you need to work on, that kind of thing. You've also got a few Pentacles, which is all about your money, stability, your material resources, that sort of thing. Okay, so we'll start with the World card. So this is normally, the World is about completing some sort of lesson. It can also be, I mean, you have the World card and then you start again in a new cycle of something else new that you're learning. So I feel like you are progressing, which is good. It can mean a brilliant success. It can be proud of yourself because you've now, you know, progressed, you've learned, you've achieved. It's also about endings and new beginnings. So tell me more about the World card for Taurus. You went through a situation, as I said, where somebody was deceptive. You got the Moon card again, like I said. So you've definitely been in that situation where somebody has, that was something you needed to learn. Yeah, look, spiritual lesson. You definitely needed to learn how to see deception, how to trust your intuition. I feel like that's a big thing because I feel like you possibly saw the red signs in previous relationships and maybe you just didn't listen to yourself. So I feel like the Moon card is saying, like, you know, there's so much uncertainty and then you get this intuitive feeling and you just chose to ignore it. Or you saw the evidence and you still chose to ignore it, whatever this is. But there were things going on behind the scenes you didn't know about. And I feel like there were secrets, there was deception. You know, also I feel like maybe you had some insecurity and it could be because you're codependent, as I said. So maybe there's things you need to work on, and so you don't take them into another relationship. But I feel like any action you take, I mean, you've got to make a change, and I feel like you will be successful if you actually make the change. Yeah, because you went through a lot of time where there was anxiety, fear, worry, nightmares, all those things, but you are now moving on and leaving the past behind, which is progress, because for a while you guys haven't been doing that. Yeah, look, you didn't want to walk away, but now you've had this complete and painful ending, and I think now you've finally got to that point. But at the moment, possibly you are still in this whole point of not wanting to move on because you feel like there's closure, but I'm telling you, by sometime soon after, you will actually learn the lesson. And it's telling me that to have completion, you just need to learn those things. You need to work on codependency and work on seeing the deception, trusting your intuition, and those sort of things. Yeah, look, codependency. As I said, I mean, the situation was not going to give you wishes fulfilled for a start. And you need to be a leader in your own life. Like this person, I feel like you are attracted to people that, you know, maybe they're very fiery and passionate, and, you know, they are charming and confident, and, you know, I feel like you like that, or you are like that, one or the other. Maybe that's your type, I don't know. Okay, so then we have the Three of Pentacles, and also the Queen of Pentacles. Now, I feel like this is more about your finances, more about you getting recognition for your work, doing something you love, you work well with others, you know, you have a great reputation. I feel like you're a very creative kind of person, and also I mean, you can make anything more beautiful, whether it's your new home or a home. You know, you can make that look more beautiful. You're working on something like that right now, something creative. You're practical about how you proceed. You have a sensible approach. maybe you can make money from something that you enjoy doing, maybe whether it's home decorating or something like that. But I feel like at the moment you're not really open to doing anything new. I mean, this could just be something that maybe the universe thinks that you might be good at, but in the meantime, I feel like you're trying to work on your finances. You're trying to, work on being more independent, more financially stable. So maybe it's just telling you that you can, do something that's going to make you money that you enjoy doing. And I feel like it's got something to do with, for somebody or whether it's just one person or whether it's a few, there's something that you're going to do that, you enjoy doing, and it's going to make you money. Maybe think about it. But as I said, at the moment, just take some time, rest, recuperate, contemplate, meditate, spend time in nature, all those things, because you've been through a lot, but also feel like you don't want a new beginning right now. There's a situation that maybe in your love life you didn't get to say. So I feel like if that's the case, write a letter, burn it, return it to the earth, because whatever it is, you need to speak your truth in. I feel like you feel like you didn't get the chance to do that. I feel like this person probably had in your life, the one that was dishonest, I feel like they had a very short attention span. I also feel like you're not in kind of, what am I trying to say? Like you're feeling like you're stuck or somebody felt like they were stuck. I don't feel like it was you. Anyway, somebody in the situation, it could be you with some people, but it felt like they were stuck. They were bored. They didn't feel like it was progressing, but I also feel like they had the short attention span. So they get bored with people or bored with things very easily. So, they might be in a relationship with you, but, some tempting, person appears and, oh, look at that nice candy over there. So, their attention goes there. They get stuck and bored with one person. It's that kind of person, a bit of a player, I see that as. Now, at the same time, I feel like even if they were like that, you didn't want to end it, right? You were resisting this death. But because of that, you need to do some work on yourself. And I feel like, get rid of whatever doesn't serve you, anything even internal inside yourself that is not helpful to you. I feel like purge. And I feel like, because you resisted the change. Now, why is that, right? If someone does you wrong, does that mean you have no self-worth? Does it also mean that you have no boundaries because you're willing to accept somebody that had a short attention span that's doing things with other people? Is that okay with you? And why is that okay with you? Can you see what I'm saying? So maybe you need to now look at yourself and go, maybe I need to do some work on my boundaries, my codependency, my intuition. There's like a list of things like maybe you need to look at. And I feel like, you can have a fresh start. You're getting some truths. You're getting some clarity. Like, there's a few things that maybe you need to work on. And I feel like one of them, the things that I've mentioned, maybe you could look into doing something to make money, as I said, like making home and whatever it was beautiful. It was just an idea, it was on the card. They said you like to make family and friends and, all that sort of thing, or home and work, whatever it was. What did it say? Oh, it was on this other one. A love of family and home, making anything more beautiful. You have the ability to make anything more beautiful. So a love of art and beauty. So whether you want to do something beauty-wise or whether you want to do something to do with your home and whatever, I feel like just do something that you want to do. Maybe look at that. You can make money. Anyway, moving along. You've got the Knight of Wands. This is somebody who's a bit of a risk taker. And they're impulsive. They have some inspired action and a passion. And, I feel like, once again, it could be due to that. Maybe let's use the decorating, what is it called? Home decorator. Or whatever they call those people that go into your house and they look around and they suggest things and you pay a fortune for them. Those kind of people, maybe you can do something like that. Look at studying something like that for some of you. But yeah, whatever that is, I feel like trust your instincts, stay focused. It could also mean a passionate relationship for some of you, but I feel like maybe there's something that you can be a risk taker in. Now, whether it's a new relationship because you've been hurt in the past, or whether it's about something to do with the career, could mean either or. Because I feel like wherever you're doing right now, you're discontent and bored in. But at the same time, you're not moving on. And maybe there's a situation where the truth came out, but it's also about karma, this card. It's about some sort of lawsuit for people, legal action for others. But whatever, it's like justice will be served. And there needs to be a balance in something. Now, as I said, I feel like you were discontent and bored. Now, whether it's in the job that you're in currently, whether it's in the relationship that you were in before, I feel like you were discontent and bored, depressed, all those sort of things. You've also got the Hangman in reverse. And so even though you feel this way, as I said, you don't want to move on. You're stalling, you're resisting the change. It's like you don't want to maybe you feel like you're too old to do something new, or, you know, if it's about a relationship, or it's like, I'll just keep hanging on to something even though it's not for me and I'm bored and discontent. But as I said, you might be doing some sort of study. Look, you might. I mean, this is about, once again, manifesting what you want, but it's also about maybe doing some study. Maybe there's something that you want to do to some new project, or you want to become a student again. I feel like you're a bit slow moving. You may get a raise, something like that. But I feel like it's doing something different, something that you want to do for yourself. I feel like the thought about that, maybe at the moment you're in your head, you're feeling like you're anxious, worried, depressed, you have nightmares, all those sort of things. You're feeling like you've been in that space because you're not happy where you are in whatever that is. And for some of you, you feel like you were left out in the cold. You feel like, you know, you're not making a lot of money. You feel like you're a bit of a victim. You feel rejected if it's about relationships. You know, you have material lack. You know, maybe someone left you out in the cold when they were dishonest. It can mean any of that. And as I said, they could have had options. So whether it's relationship or whether it's like work, I feel like this is very similar to the Gemini reading. Yeah, maybe there's something you need to look at that you're creative and you love, that you love to do, that's creative. Now, the Hermit in reverse. I mean, this is about you feeling lonely, you feeling isolated. I feel like you're kind of avoiding doing some self-discovery. I'm not sure why, or you're not really doing it. Like, even if someone says to you, you need to work on yourself, you think that means you've got to go, you know, clean your house. It doesn't mean that. It means internal work. You need to work. Like, and you know, when someone says you need to move on, let something go, and they say, you know, energetically, you think that means, well, I've let them go because I'm not seeing the person anymore, the relationship's over, blah, blah, blah. No, it means energetically cut your cords. There's things you need to do once you have a breakup that you still need to get rid of the energy because, you know, it's still lingering and you've still got those cords attached to each other. So there's still stuff you've got to do, otherwise you're still energetically attached. Now, you're probably not in communication with this person at the moment, and also feel like there could have been some sort of misalignment of values, or once again, someone was resisting the change. But you've got the Sun card, which is like the best card in the deck. This is about you having material happiness, joyous outcomes, success, happiness, you know, all those things. And I feel like, you know, you feel like if you want to do something for yourself, there's too many obstacles. If it's about work, I feel like you think there's too many obstacles. If it's about love, you know, you've been through so much toxic, hostile shit that you, as I said, are going to be hesitant to kind of And don't believe that you're going to get what you want, but you will. The Lovers. As I said, you will be fine. If love is, and look, you got the Sun and you got the Lovers. And you got the Sun over here. Like 2 suns. And you've had the Sun before that, I think, as well, on the other deck. Where was that? It was one of the first cards I read, I think. No, maybe it was on the other deck. Anyway, you did have the Sun card, I think. 3 times. So, yeah, I mean, you definitely... Things are going to be fine for you. The Sun card is like the best card in the deck, as I said. And you've got the Lovers card, so it's about finding someone with the same values and expectations as you have. You've got the Knight of Wands in reverse as well. Like, there's got to be no jealousy, suspicion, arguments, frustration. Like, I feel like... But I also feel like if there's a passion project that you want to work on, like I'm telling you, I feel like it's saying, go ahead. Like, your love life's going to be fine. You got, like, these are the 3 cards that came out in this deck. Now, the Sun card came out to say everything's going to be fine in work if you decide to do something that you're passionate about, and also love. So pretty much everything I've said in this whole reading came out in 3 cards, that everything's going to be fine and everything's going to work out in whatever you choose to do, whether it's your work and making money, or whether it's a passion thing, and whether it's, you know, passion in love. Everything's going to work out, but you've got to stop stalling. Taurus. I feel like you didn't have true love with this person that hurt you, but at the same time, as I said, you haven't released them. Release your ex. You haven't. Energetically, you haven't cut the cords. You haven't done the work yet. I've said it in so many readings, but I feel like, I don't know whether you think that me saying you need to work on you and get rid of them means break up and not have them in your life. It doesn't mean that. It means, I mean, you can be with somebody, still date them, but cut your cords with people, because I feel like you have, every time you meet someone or talk to someone, you get these cords attached. Now, they're draining you, you're draining them. Cut your cords. You want to keep your energy, return your own energy to yourself, return their own energy to them. You can do guided meditations for that. You know, there's different things. Look into it. But I feel like you need to release your ex. And I keep saying it. And I feel like once you do, things are going to get better for you. You're not really open to new love right now either. As I said, probably because you've been hurt. But the Lovers card's here. So it's telling me that everything's going to be fine. 2 Sun cards as well. Like, for this to me says work on manifesting what you want. Co-create, work on manifesting what it is you want. They're both about manifesting. Whatever you can imagine, you can create. So do that. It also come to the edge. Now, this for me is like the Fool card. This to me says, you know, like, take the leap of faith. Take, be a free spirit, you know, have fresh hope, you know, come to the edge. Is like, have that leap of faith. I feel like you take that leap of faith, you will be successful. Yeah, empowerment. You've got empowerment, so take back your own power. You got the Companion. You need to put up your boundaries. You let people cross your boundaries all the time. And then you don't get rid of them either. You don't say, see ya. You've got inspiration. Like, there's some inspiration in what's the word? Some idea that they're giving you. Now, as I said, it could be, as an example, becoming a home decorator, or whatever those people are called. An architect or whatever, right? So there's something that you want to do. Go learn, go do it, go follow that. Like, have the inspiration. I feel like you're not really believing or open to thinking that there's multiple paths. Life is full of paths. It's full of your friends. It's full of a companion, whether this is love for you or whether it's friends, whatever this is for you. But I feel like You have a lot of paths, and you've got to be open to thinking there's more than just the one that you've been through. You know what I mean? More for Taurus. Yeah, you are transcending, as I said with the World card. You are progressing. You're transcending obstacles. You're learning. You know, and this is after you've had heartbreak, but you still need to deal with that. Because endings bring new beginnings, and once you grow, you change, you know, you are going to ascend. I don't feel like I need to read anything more than that, because it's pretty much saying everything I've said. You know, endings bring new beginnings. You are going to ascend as soon as you start learning. All right, that's what I have for you, Taurus. I hope that resonates. If it does, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I will catch you with the next read. Thanks for watching. Bye.